Okay, we're back. So, hello and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Total War. Let's continue our Egil Styrbjorn campaign. Last time, Altdorf has fallen and we control it. And we've dealt a heavy blow to the Empire. It defeated France a few times, as well as a few of the other elector counts he had around him. I think this session we're going to see whether we can keep control of Altdorf, because I would like to get the research which you can get from holding the capital of the Empire. Raise a bit of the surrounding countryside, but then we might also move further south, because I would also like to get Reikland, because there is some research related to Tylia, which would be nice to have as well. But I would kind of like to weaken the Empire to the point where they're not going to be too much of a problem, because I don't want to hang around defending Altdorf just for, I don't know, however many turns. But it's still got Khorne.
You dishonor me.
Bohemund might be a bit of a problem.
The tribes gather.
Harbinger of war.
Spread ruin on them.
Right up there. Middenheim's up there. Maybe we could go north. I mean, if we got rid of Salzamund, it might help Wolfric make some progress. It's just kind of sitting around. We've also got Kislev over here to think about. Perhaps. I don't think Chaos has invaded yet, or begun to yet. No. And we still have our sacrifice to the Hound bonus, so we make use of that. Yeah, I think it was just on the turn end.
A battle is foreseen.
Is there any other armies nearby
To war.
which I might want you to slow down? Volkmar the Grim. Okay. What have they got in Grunberg? No recruitment buildings, and I don't know about Ubersreich. Might go sack the 3 buildings. Or 3 settlements. And then move on. Ah! Hello. Well, that's not a problem. You may have taken it back, but we could just take it again. Probably could have won that if we played it, but oh well. Actually, we probably would have, because my marauders would have all been unbreakable, wouldn't they?
They will be dominated.
Oh well, whatever. Let's see, we have that. I was going to get yeah, get Frostbitten to improve our skin walls.
Now is chaos. I cannot.
Oh jeez, yeah, you've got like a full garrison in there as well now. Fantastic. Because of course if you just take a building, they get, well, they have half of their settlement garrison, so that's not as bad as it could be. That irks me. How quickly the AI gets garrisons in their buildings. And they replenish the losses on their garrisons really quickly. Like 2 turns, I think, to go from nothing to full strength. Whereas for the player, it can take, wow, I don't know, 6-8 turns? If there's high corruption, I think it could take around that long, because the high corruption reduces casualty replenishment. That affects the garrison replenishment. So you could be sitting at really low garrison numbers for quite a while. Okay. They do have quite a few Reiksguard, so we'll send our skin wolves after them. And I feel like we should swap our hunters over again at some point for, hang on. No. There we go. For some of the ones with, spears. Or javelins. Okay, go over here. You can go over here. We've still got our Unbreakable on our Marauders, so that'll be good. There's a Reiksguard. Okay, charge there. There's some more Reiksguard over the other side there. Okay. Hey, get back here! You're running the wrong way, Egil. Okay, I want you to charge down here into the rear of these Reiksguard. Okay. Tear them apart. Right up here. I want you to charge over there. And you can charge into the rear there. They've got a number of these, what are they? Engineers, I think? Yeah, Master Engineers. This is added by another mod. I forget which one. They have Hochland long rifles, which is pretty neat. I think they can actually have different weapons. Yeah, they got long sniper rifles, which is pretty cool. Including a little stand for them, which is really nice.
I command here. Ruin them.
Okay, everyone's going berserk. Yep. No army control. Oh well. Chase after them. There we go. And we will try to chase down as many of them as possible, because some of them are the garrison. So I would like to deal with less of them when we actually siege Altdorf again. we would have dealt quite good casualties to their Reichsguard. There. Also, this session might go on for a bit less than usual because I got caught up in doing some DOS games earlier, so... This one might only go for like an hour or an hour and a half. We'll see. There we go. Oh, Egil, you got no kills. Oh well. You're saving your axe arm for the big fight. Or the, retaking Altdorf again. We start this, we have Altdorf, now we've lost it. Now we're gonna take it again. Oh well. Actually means it's going to be like level 1 when we take it again, doesn't it?
Destruction for all.
Okay. Yeah, just auto-resolve that. Yep. Level 1. Oh well. Get loot pile. Ooh, we get skull. Skull Crusher? Soul Crusher. A war mammoth. Legendary destroyer of both the physical and metaphysical, annihilating souls by trampling foes into an unrecognizable pulp. Sure. Let's get a soul-crushing mammoth into our army. It's actually a minion of Zinch. It just tells you soul-crushing things. That's how it works. No one ever really liked you. And the enemy army's just like, oh, no.
Did you say something? I go.
Your outfit looks silly. No.
Sabotage.
What's in here? There's a Reichsfort. Okay, we're gonna want to get rid of that. Favor as tribute level 2.
Ready.
And yeah.
The Northmen come
What am I going to do with you, Svengor?
for chaos.
Can I put you in an ambush and maybe catch that lord? Pardon, I'm just enjoying some tea. Slavers of Tsar Nagrund declare war on Eregrad, Paravon, Marienburg, Nordland, Ostland, and Reikland. Okay. Where are they located? I can't imagine they've gotten out of the Darklands area down there, but... Get Bloody Bulwark. And... Ruinous Altar.
Now is chaos.
Okay. I think I'm just going to sit here and replenish my army.
No.
Actually. Move down here.
Dominance.
And we'll go and attack Ubersreich next turn.
Shame and sorcerer. More throats to slit.
Go block that army. Did you succeed? No, you didn't. Damn it.
They will be dominated.
Okay. Go into raid stance. We're raiding our own province, but we get more casualty replenishment that way. Have to watch out for Edward van der Kroll. Actually, what troops do you have? Oh no, we don't have to worry about you at all. It's just a whole bunch of chaff. We did take Marienburg last time and fought over it a bit, so it's pretty worthless at the moment. Reikland confederates Ostland again. Waterloo goes to war with the Truthsayers Council. Okay. They really don't like each other as neighbors. I'd have thought they'd have been buddy-buddy and gone up, teamed up against me, but, huh. No, they foiled my ambush.
The tribes gather.
Okay, let's
Go now.
send you over here,
Impossible. Dominant.
and we'll try and ambush that, that army.
Not. Rain, roar.
I'm gonna get rid of Ubersreich. It's where they're getting all their Reichsguard. Or, yeah, Reichsguard. And also, I will get the defeat trait for Volmir von Rolkov. Let's go fight this. Army isn't fully healed up yet, but it's looking better than it was.
My God's call.
Okay. Hey, Mammoth.
Chaos Lord.
Also, the Mammoth has Berserk. Even the Mammoth has got insatiable bloodlust. Also got Enrage as an ability. 40% damage resistance. You really don't want to make them angry. No, really.
Biggest in the tribe.
Okay, let's get our skin wolves into a group again. Like that.
Vessel of chaos. Devourer of souls. So be it.
There we go. I might have mentioned before, there's a another Chaos faction which I would like to maybe do a series on. It's Egrim von Horseman. He is a Zinch sorcerer. His armies act as a board, and you have the quest of going around collecting books, kind of like what Arkan and Cetra and the other Tomb Kings do with the books of Nagash, but these are books of arcane knowledge, and you can get bonuses from them. The only thing holding me off on it is that the Warriors of Chaos roster is kind of limited, and as interesting as Egrim von Horseman is, and also A called Hellbrass, and they get a few other unique heroes and unique campaign effects. The unit roster for the Warriors of Chaos. It's not to say it's a bad bot. It's a very interesting take on a lord. It also gives you good purpose to go and invade other factions, because you have to go to like the library in Safri
Chaos comes. With haste.
and just places generally all over the map, so you have to keep mobile. Okay, go hunt them.
Now. Charge. Lead of the mortal. Tremble, mortals. Chaos. Chaos Marauders! Yes, Lord! Mancho! I command him. Action's not a mortal concern. Here's Marauders!
Okay, go over there.
They will succumb!
Yeah, throw the axes into them. Beasts of Tashnar and the Ice Wolves go around the edge. Charge of Reichsguard. Charge of Reichsguard.
Move on them! You will! What do you bid? Now! At speed. Ravage.
Hey, get back here. I just used all of my abilities. The least you could do is challenge me in combat. Are you kidding? I'm not gonna fight you. Fool, like you ever had a choice.
Very well! Kill them all.
The gods have abandoned us!
I wonder how that berserk thing goes off. Because I thought this only built when they were in combat. Recharge if engaged in melee. It doesn't just sort of... Yeah, will recharge if engaged in melee. As far as I can tell, these guys weren't engaged in melee. Then they just go berserk. I don't think there was like one enemy dude in base-to-base contact with the squad, making them count as being in melee still. Oh well, whatever. Sack it. Raise for the Hound. There we go. Shadow Forester. 15% weapon strength when defending, leadership +5 when defending. And we get a Berserker. And a Talisman of Endurance. And a Scaling Trader. And Varag's Beast Trader. When Varag's Skull Taker fell in battle, he left behind some really useful retainers. Recruitment cost -4% for those.
Destruction for all!
Level 2 of the Hound's Favor, we get units experience gained per turn +100. Pretty nice. Might actually get training on top of that. Level up our army. Let's see. I'm gonna get you Unnatural Thirst. And you, Frostbitten level 3. Yeah. What level are you? 5. Let's give you some armor. Armor of Fortune, Sword of Might, Talisman of Endurance. You don't actually cause terror. Get the other trickster's shard. Bandsling Berserker. You can have the Berserker and Mammoth Tamer. Do you have followers? You have? Good. What about your hand weapon? Okay. You've got a Talisman of Endurance yourself. Okay.
Yes, my ruinous powers!
I guess some of these characters, just on the off chance that they stack, I don't know whether they do or not. Probably not, but if they do, I'll take advantage of it.
I know where.
Go back up this way. I want to see whether there's an army coming down here. Nope. No. There's Ludwig Schwarzhelm, though. Schwarzhelm? Schwarzhelm. A champion of Karl Franz and the bearer of the Emperor's personal standard. Sword of Justice. It's end turn. I might see if I can get some more favor from other Chaos Gods now, because I'm not too interested in the Hell Cannons. which you get for maxing out Khorne's favor. Whereas Slaanesh, I think the first level gives you some upkeep reduction, which would be useful. I think Zinch gives you research increase. Oh. Okay. Good job. Wow. I don't think you should have succeeded that much. Ah! Now he charges in.
Are you a god?
Cathay slave dancers.
Bring ruin! Hail the slaughterer!
Can you finish them off? You can. Okay. There we go. Get out of here. Sacrifice the captives.
Moving.
Good.
Find us tributes!
You can get... let's see. Swelling of Doom, because you're my... Yeah, you're my, horde. And I want to get, some of these other ones, because I want to have you hanging around Egil.
Spread ruin on them!
You went up a level. You have Ruinous Flesh now. Let's get Dark Horror.
Now is chaos!
Put you over here. We'll go sack and raise... Or we'll go raise Alhart.
This is why!
A battle is foreseen.
Let's have a look over here.
No.
Okay, there's an army there. Yeah, you can see, look, my garrison is still injured. Even a few turns later.
This would break my vows.
The whole frisk. Get another lord. Wait. You're not a horde. Why do you have the traits for hordes? Oh, that's growth local province. Wait, hang on.
The tribes gather!
Does that other one affect you? Characters. 8. Core 3. Yeah, okay, that's actually changed to Horde's growth for him specifically. Whereas the other one, it's province growth. That's nice. Swelling of Doom. Get that. Actually, can we get something else? Yeah, Collar Free Couture.
Your will.
Yo, you're not in the building.
Moving out. The crow directs.
Oh, come on. You're right next to Altdorf. What do you mean you can't go in there? Going to set you into settlement, then you can recruit your army in one turn and... Oh, well. Assaulted units. Joke's on you, I don't have any units there. Assault garrison. Damn it. Fine. We'll have to go back and get Altdorf again. They're going to get 2 turns of going to get 2 turns of garrison growth there now, so they're going to fully replenish. Well, this guy lasted a long time. I thought they always started off next to a settlement close enough that they could hop into it.
I can't.
Wait.
The Northmen come!
Foundations beset. No, just all your buildings are damaged.
Unachievable.
They will be dominated! Destroy!
Okay, go to Alhart. Raise it.
A glorifying act!
Ogre mercenaries.
Destruction for all!
You can get Unnatural Thirst, level 2.
Find us tributes.
And... How many more turns do you need until you have another point? Let's get rid of that, see whether we can get the other growth building, because you're just being so slow at growing. Oh, they wounded him. No, not Jarl. Who will take my skulls now? Chief Alchemist trespassing, so is Balakor.
Yes, my ruinous powers. The gods direct
Oh, hey there. I wasn't expecting to round the corner and come across Lizardmen. Slotota. Spirit of the Jungle. Where the heck did you come from? Oh well.
The tribes gather.
Right. Let's get... how much is this going to get? Let's see. That's 1 point of growth. This one is 2 points of growth, and then it goes up to 4. Yep. I'm going to get trophies of battle. Because I want you to be growing as quickly as possible. Last defenders declare war on service of Fibonite. What? Are we going to be fighting Elizabeth? Spirits of the jungle, just like... I played as them once and I ended up taking over quite a large amount of the Empire. Which is rather difficult, because their garrisons of their allied faction aren't very good. Or the AI isn't dissuaded by them too much. You spend a lot of time sort of running around protecting your allies' settlements and fighting off enemy forces.
Unwise. I refuse. Absolutely.
Oh boy,
not.
there's a full army. What's that made up of?
Now is chaos.
Let me move back down here.
I cannot. I refuse. Ready.
Actually, can I go over here?
Never stop.
Oh, come on. I've got 25 movement. Do I not? Yeah, I've got 25 movement range.
Have my favor.
Is it 25? It is 25, isn't it? Yes. Sorry, it's like 24.5, but we're rounding it up. I think this is part of what makes it really difficult to take on the Empire, because they confederate with other factions. You destroy their armies, and you may raise Altdorf and Reikland, but they still have good recruiting buildings on the other side of the map, so they can global recruit their armies back, and they don't really have to pay as much for them as you do.
They will be dominated.
Which means that you end up, even if you're like taking out the infrastructure, it doesn't really weaken them as much as you'd think. Get ready. What did we have? Grayling Werekin. Yeah, get that. There we go. And we'll sit here for a turn, and then we'll go and attack Grunberg. There's probably going to be an army in it.
The Northmen come.
How many more turns for this? Oh, 30 turns. Okay. What about this one? 1 turn. 21 turns. 1 turn. Okay. We'll get that.
Find us tribunes.
You waste my time.
Hello.
Moving now. The tribes gather. Now,
Can I
you have my favor.
lay an ambush there? And upgrade Ice Drake Fjord to level 5.
The
Yep,
Northmen come.
that's fine. End turn. I think there might be some more news coming for Warhammer 3. Possibly tonight? Or possibly today, depending on where you are in the world. Can't remember what it was for. I think the last thing mentioned that was going to be shown was, I think maybe more campaign map stuff?
My visions predict failure.
Let's see. Out of the 2, I want to protect Khorne more. So we'll run up here.
This is wise.
Lay an ambush.
Bring ruin.
And
Attack.
let's see.
Moving.
So what have you got now? Some long swords. Got a garrison with a mortar in it.
Impossible.
We've got Sutsun's guns, which is flaming and magical attacks.
Yes, my ruinous powers.
Yeah, because you got Nuln over here, so you could recruit like Demigryph Knights from here. If you have the right buildings. And Hellstorm rock batteries.
Spread ruin on them.
I encounter Sylvania.
Wipe them out.
That's a war grove of woe right there. Dryker's making a move. I'm sorry. Where have I encountered
I hear ya.
vampire counts?
Not possible.
If they're making some progress, that's neat. We're keeping the Empire busy enough with busy enough over here. Now, do I attack them in the settlement? Or do I build some towers and then they'll probably attack me on the field? How much cavalry do they have? They have 2 Reichsguard. They have 3 Outriders. A whole bunch of archers. They've only got 2 mortars. Might be better if I attack the settlement. I'm sort of weighing it up because otherwise I'm going to be chasing around their archers and all that, and they're going to whittle down my berserkers. But if I attack their walls, their archers are going to be on the walls, so I don't have to chase them down. I have to worry about the mortars, but Oh yeah, can my mammoth break down walls? No, we can't. Okay.
Yes.
I wonder if I have any creatures which can break down walls.
Yourself, boys. Chaos Marauders. That's what the masters bid. Chaos comes.
Okay. And berserkers, you're all going to be climbing the walls again.
Vessel of chaos.
Oh, there you are, mammoth.
Chaos Lord.
Get into the lines.
Destruction.
Yep. Hop up the walls like that. Climb that pitiful walls. Hounds, go and attack that other gate. Maybe you'll draw some of them off over that way. I do like the look of the new battle maps. Building some towers in them will be pretty neat, as well as the barricades. That will be nice. I like that they've made the maps... they've got some maps with, like, more varied terrain height, so you can have, like, troops up on a plateau shooting down. Some of the high elf maps already have things like that. The gate maps already have elements of multiple terrain height. So I think a lot of it's really just these maps were amongst the first ones which they did for the series, so they didn't want to go too crazy with it. But then as the years have gone on, they've felt more comfortable. Creative Assembly have felt more comfortable in just trying more out of the ordinary stuff. As well as the AI, you know, having to understand how to make use of it all. I can use this as many times as I want. Wow. It's just enrage every 90 seconds? Yeah, 90 seconds. Make the mammoth even angrier. Lying if I didn't say those mortars hurt.
Move on them! Quick! Faster!
Oh. Have I done Myth 1 and 2 on stream? I think I know the games you're talking about. They've got like a weird sort of gangly, orcish goblin on the cover, don't they? I haven't played those. They're not a series which I've actually played at all. If that's the one which I'm thinking of.
Kill the Southerners!
They have like a... I guess a stack of heroes attacking some monsters on the covers. I think they're like 3D... strategy games? Or kind of like a tactics game or something?
Yes, lord! Your will!
No, I haven't played those. As I said, I haven't played them in the past either, so... I think they've been recommended to me before. I will check the link after this battle. Tactical end of RTS. Okay, that might be the one. I might be thinking of the right game there.
Give us carnage!
Oh, damn it!
Yes, Lord!
Oh, that hurts.
Close combat! Chaos Marauders!
Just seeing the health of my troops drop as mortar shells hit them. Again, thankfully, the mortars aren't going to hurt my skin walls too much. But it hurts me.
We shall see. The gods demand it.
You loved Myth 2 ever so much, but it was ages ago. I think I've heard good things about them. As I said, it's not ones which I've actually checked out myself. think there's another series of RTS. There's like Battle Realms, which I think is one I should probably have a look at. There's so many. I have another one which I'd like to do at some point called Summoner, which I do actually have on GOG. I think that's more of a straight up RPG though. Myth 2 Soulblight. Yeah, that looks like the yeah, I think I'm thinking of the right game. It's funny that there's so many like games from the time period and it's like, am I thinking of the right myth? I think I saw it first and my mind went like, are you asking about Myst? I haven't played the Myst series. I'd like to do that at some time again also. I think the original versions rather than the remake they came out with recently. Another remake. Maybe the second remake I'd do, which they played. Those are hard though. I never got into the Myst series because they're really hard adventure games. Those puzzles, man. I never really understood what they were asking me to do. It's just like, press buttons, pull levers, stuff will happen. Apparently. I think it always confused me a lot because there wasn't that much feedback on what was happening. It was just like, it will do something if it's correct. If it's not, it won't do anything. And you're like, okay. I usually feel a bit more comfortable if puzzles will be like, it kind of did something, but not the whole thing. So you know you're on the right path. Meaningful name and yet so very generic. Yeah. Hello, Wex. Myst is excellent. Love the novels. I didn't realize there was novels on it. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, I've got a novel on Zork. That's another series I haven't played. Take good notes, draw maps, take breaks when you get stuck. Yeah, sure, exactly. I'd try and play it without having a walkthrough. I don't mind if an adventure game takes too long. I feel that's a lot of the fun of them. Trying to puzzle it out yourself. I played quite a few adventure games and I was stuck on some puzzles for months. I don't see that as being a problem with the game though, because I see them more as like a, I don't know, like a puzzle book or something. You sort of have to come back to it later on and have a think about it. It's not really something which I would expect to finish in a setting. Finish in a single sitting, pardon. Technically, you're still playing Myst 3. You just forgot you're on multiple years between each sessions. I think I watched playthroughs of the Myst series years and years ago. I can't even remember the YouTubers I watched for it. It was two people doing a playthrough together. So I've seen them like 8 years ago, maybe more. But specifics would be lost on me. I did play demos of the Myst series back in the day, but those were even less helpful because you had no context to what you were doing. It's just like, here's a structure, here's buttons you have to press, and you're like, okay, why? And the game's like, I'm not gonna tell you. Remember that Myst 2 bug famous? Huh, don't know about that. Walkthroughs are really not the point for a game like Myst where the puzzles are actually puzzles, not traps. Okay, you LucasArts. You sure you don't mean Sierra? LucasArts, I don't think you usually died in their games. Maybe the, what's it called? the Indiana Jones ones. I haven't played those. I know the puzzles in the game sometimes got really confusing. Day of the Tentacle. I think a lot of it's just sort of understanding the cartoon logic of the game. It's like, puzzles make sense in the game's world.
Yes, it is so.
Anyway. I played through Thimbleweed Park a while back. That was pretty fun. Storyline didn't go where I was expecting it to. But yeah, I've got it actually. There's a little DLC they did for that, which I've got to play through at some point. I think it's just a little bit of extra stuff they did with elements of the game which they didn't use in the finished product. That was enjoyable. I got stuck on, I think, 1 or 2 puzzles in the game. Can't remember what they were particularly. I think what threw me off about that game was you were getting items for puzzles which you couldn't complete at the time. Whereas in a game like Day of the Tentacle, if you could get an item, you would be able to complete the puzzle at that time. For the most part. Unless it was like something you needed to get. Or something, you know, it's like part of an overall goal. Whereas, Thimbleweed Park, you would get items on like really early in the game, and they're something which you'd use much later on. It's like, it kind of just throws you off. Anyway. Play Myst 2 as a group activity with friends. You solved it insanely fast. They make for good team sports, and solo difficulty goes way down. I can imagine just having multiple people helping you with it. Sierra was death traps, LucasArts was logic traps. Yeah, if you didn't get the joke pun, you were never going to get it. Yeah. I mean, there was... I know there was some, like, really mean puzzles in Day of the Tentacle, even. What was it? There was one where you have to... I guess, again, in hindsight, it's not that devious, but... in hindsight, it's not that bad, but it's devious from a gameplay perspective. You have to find some keys, and the keys are in the lock of a door. Which makes sense, but you have to go into a room and close the door when you're in there to find the keys. And it's not something which you'd usually have to do, so... They're hidden from sight too. I don't think you can see them until you close the door.
Ready.
I think also in the Monkey Island series, Monkey Island 2, I think like there's a monkey wrench joke, which is a bit... People are like, why would I use a monkey to like tighten a pop thing? And it's like, well, it's a monkey wrench.
Did you say
That one's a bit more out there for Monkey Island, but... oh well.
The Northmen come.
As I said, I got stuck on these puzzles quite a while, even with some of my friends when I played them with others, for weeks. You just come back to it later on. You get frustrated. It's easy to laugh about now.
There.
Don't know. I kind of would prefer if adventure games are harder than easy.
Not likely. They will be
Uh,
dominated.
Let's see. How quickly has Altdorf grown? It's like level 3 now, isn't it? Level 4? It was on level 1 before.
Powers.
They don't even have any of their... garrison building. Any of their surrounding settlements.
Agreed. Mortals will clear.
Okay, well, we're going to need to get it back if I want Secrets of Steel and Magic. Once we have this, I don't need to hold it, so...
You have my favor.
Let's
Now.
twisted door?
sit around here. Let's have a look. Oh! Thank you very much for for gifting the sub, Slother. Very kind of you. Congratulations, everyone who got a bunch of subs then. Thank you very much. I think you're the first person to ever done that. Your generosity is humbling. Thank you very much. You all get a little emote, which I did. It might scare most of you. I probably have to redo it at some point. There it is. Oh dear. Don't look at it too closely. Oh, thank you very much for being here. I'm glad I could be entertaining. I don't know, just playing games which I enjoy, revisiting old games, chatting about old games. It's like the only way I can do that. No one else I know has any interest in it. Oh well.
What talk? Speak your guttural tones while
Hello, Scarstick, what do you want? No. I'm not going to pay you for military access.
all mortals are a significant...
Yep. What do you want, Chief Ugma? Are they taking into account my, like, increase in trade money I'm getting there when they're asking for that payment? No. I'm not giving you, like, 5,000 gold. I know I have, like, 60,000, but, or 75,000, rather. But I need that money. Don't understand, man.
Spread ruin on them!
Okay, let's see. Yeah, Champions of the North. 15% physical resistance from Marauder Berserkers. Plus 12 armor for Marauder Berserkers. Plus 5 melee defense for Marauder Berserkers. Rank 7 and above. Have 32 armor on them. I think that's equivalent of, yeah, Spearmen.
Destruction for all!
They're pretty tough. 32 armor, 114 leadership, 37 speed, 63 melee attack, 53 melee defense, 73 weapon strength. 18 of which is armor piercing, 5 bonus versus infantry. They have Frenzy, which improves their stats for a bit in combat even more. They have 15% physical resistance base, and they have Berserk, where they get 20% physical resistance on top of that. So they have 35 physical resistance after a bit. And also 13% melee attack and rampage. Oh, they also have Frond and Mists, so they have 20% missile resistance. They're really tough. I know I can give them other buffs through Slayer of Souls. Extra vigor, charge bonus, and melee attack increase. And more through this if I have sacrificed a hound. Is there any other bonuses I can get for them up here? Nope. I think I've got all of those. Stronger ores for more vigor loss reduction. That would be nice. I don't know if any of these give other... See, I don't know whether that applies just to my lords or whether that applies to my entire army. Physical resistance. 10% for Marauder infantry when fighting against greenskins. So there's a little bit more physical resistance there. I can give them fire resistance. Yeah, here we go. Secrets of the Ancients. Physical resistance. 10% for Marauder infantry units. So you can get them up to like 45, 55 if you're fighting against greenskins. That's pretty nice.
What? This is wise.
Let's have you go down here. And
Agreed.
ambush.
Mortals will quail. Impossible.
We've got the garrison back again.
Never.
What have you got? Hearthguard, Zotes.
I will not.
Zotes, Aeon Bar, Druid Neophytes. Could you stop sending armies over to me?
The spoilers come.
Hold a grand feast. Let's improve our relations with the other Norscan tribes a bit more. They're already pretty friendly with me
for a headbutting contest. Okay.
I'll trade with the Egil. I'm actually trading with them all already, so that's fine. There we go. And turn. I'm getting like 500% trade income because I have Khorne and I got the research for it. It's a really nice buff. Okay, are you going to attack me? Actually, I don't think you did. Oh, hang on. Nope. Okay, we've gone past the Empire. They didn't attack. Huh. Okay. Just auto-resolve that. I could get better results by not auto-resolving that, but I want to keep things going. Sure, I'll take a brass cleaver. You can have a brass cleaver. +8 melee attack for all units around you.
Fool!
You've only got yourself. Your entire army died.
About this. Bring ruin.
How many more turns do I have for this? 1 turn. Okay. I guess let's recruit a bunch of berserkers and, skin wolves? Like that?
For chaos.
Me?
I guess I'll get you.
Bring ruin.
Okay, how's that going? Your army is pathetic.
Absolutely not.
You have
They will
weak
be
garrison.
dominant.
Let's go and attack Nuln. Okay, yep, and I am going to play this because I don't want to lose those units. How many mortars did you have? I guess it was 2. How are we going for time? Okay. Might go for another 20 minutes. This one's going to be a bit shorter than normal because I spent too much time on DOS games.
For orders.
Oh,
Very well.
they were so terrible, I couldn't look away. Some of them were pretty good though. Yeah, comparatively.
Take it all. Chaos Lord. Very well. All will be despoiled.
Oh, Mammoth. Oh, you're actually there. Okay.
That's what the master's made. Raid the walls. Now. Climb their pitiful walls.
Okay, so how many mortars do you have? Hang on.
What's that? Move on them. They will succumb. Chaos marauders. Now is our time. Climb.
Yep, do that. Let's see, mortars. You have 6. Yep, okay. Oh. I want Vortex. They're blowing their own troops up with their grenade launchers. You sod. You silly sods. Gates that way, Mammoth.
Chaos Marauders! Your will!
Oh, you got nice and deep into them ranks there. Good. Bring the Soul Crusher up here. Big angry elephant. Mammoth.
We will kill them all!
Stomp.
Mind their tentacles! Kill everything! Snap them aside!
Chaos Marauders!
Death to the enemy!
That's what the Masters bid! Now is our time! The gods demand it! Chaos Marauders! Now is our time! Chaos Marauders!
Ow, 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 ow.
They will succumb! Chaos Marauders!
Again, you're taking a heck of a beating. Oh, it's called France. Of course it is. Those grenades are being annoying.
Chaos Marauders! Yes! Your will! Chaos. All the chaos stops.
How's your fight against Karl Franz going?
Now!
There's Bordermen. Ugh. I'm not going to be able to catch them. Okay, they're all breaking. Pop up around here.
Chaos Marauders! Lord of Chaos! Now!
Charge over that way.
Chaos Marauders!
Against my skin walls, they might be hurting their own troops a bit more there. Come on, just tie them up.
Chaos Last road. Action's not a mortal concern.
There we go. Looks like they're breaking. Good.
Ogres!
Stomp. Oh. Hello. Thank you very much for the raid, Super Sangu. Hello. Welcome, welcome everyone. How's it going? I asked you. It's going pretty well, thank you. We are currently beating up Coal France and taking skulls in the name of Khorne. We've lost quite a few dudes, but well, the berserkers, as good as they are more expendable than skin wolves. It's an attack on known. Hello. Welcome, welcome. What faction is this? This is Egil Styrbjorn. He is a lord from Mixu's Legendary Lords. A mod. I tend to show off a whole bunch of mods. Different mods and mod factions. With Warhammer 2, so... this is one which we're having a look at the moment. He is a very angry chap armed with 2 axes. He is the Jarl of the Scaling and devoted to Khorne. So we are pillaging and taking skulls in the name of Khorne. Oh right, I can't take that because... yeah, right. Because we can only own port settlements, can't we? It's pretty neat. He's quite good at melee. He's got good buffs for his army, and berserkers become really powerful. The entire army under Egil gets berserk instead of rage. So they get physical resistance, melee attack bonus, and also rampage. See, even the ogres have it, which is pretty nice. We also have some unique rights to use, which sacrifice to the hound is quite nice. It's like a wire ability. We also have these guys here, which is like a raiding horde army, which is pretty neat, though I haven't made too much use of them so far. We've been busy fighting Bretonia and then moving on into the Empire. So it's sort of running around playing whack-a-mole a bit, but yeah, trying to make some progress here. We have some regions up in the north, but I haven't even set foot over here. He starts down here. So up here I've just been trying to keep the other Norscan factions happy with me so I can focus on beating up the Empire.
Yes, my ruinous
Worked well so far. You need to go eat something? That's understandable. Go eat something. Ooh, you're painting minis. That's neat. What were you streaming beforehand? You're new to the game. Is he a human or some different race? He is a member of the Norscan faction, which they're humans. They live in the north. They worship the dark gods. The chaos gods. Unlike these humans in the Empire, which are more your standard humans, Norscans are sort of like... but they're basically really angry, evil Vikings. Most of them don't have very heavy armor. They do have ones which have heavier armor. They also have werewolves with these skin wolves here. They also have mammoths and ice wolves, warhounds. What else do they have? They have creatures called Famia, which are cyclopean club-tailed troll-like creatures with a bird beak. You can also get frost wounds, which is... it's a dragon with a frost breath attack. So yeah. They frequently come... the Norscans primarily live up here, and they come down and raid the southern factions over here. So... if they're all humans.
dare!
I can understand the other factions are a lot more interesting to play than the Empire. The Empire has a lot of fun toys to play with, but they do lack in the whole stompy monsters, which is a lot of fun with the other races.
The Northmen come!
Let's see. So you've got Swelling of Doom level 3. You recruited those troops. Good. Oh! Elbrick didn't move. Let's see. What do I want from you? Lightning Strike would be useful. Feel free to ask any questions, if you have any. There are a lot of things to understand in this game. I don't even know all of them. Can you imagine playing Warhammer and picking standard humans? Being as someone who my favorite faction is probably the Straven, not really. Even Bretonnians might be a bit more interesting since they focus so heavily on cavalry.
Do you know who I am?
But I've probably played less as the Bretonnians than I have as the Empire.
Dominance!
Let's see. I need to go back and take this again, don't I?
This is wise! Move!
If I go up here and raid,
Mortals will quail!
Speak then.
then we'll go over here. Escaping the rat people? Yep. That is correct. I had an army of them on the tabletop, and I like them because their weapons malfunction all the time, and you end up with a huge pile of casualties, and you still end up winning. They don't have the misfiring in this, but they have a lot of the same sort of theme of just throw everything at the enemy and nuts to any friendly casualties. Friendly fire. They're the ones that caught your eye, you might play with them. They're pretty fun. Just because I think they've got a lot of different toys to play with, and they have the different lords which have different focuses. So you can choose to play as, like, the Plague Rats. So you have Lord Skrulk in the base game, or Heavily Armored Rats, and you have Queek Headtaker for that. And then the DLC, you've got Ikit Claw, who's focused on all the crazy tech, lightning cannons, and mini nukes. You've got Lord Throt the Unclean, who's part of Clan Mulder, who's all focused on, like, monsters and mutating them to make them stronger.
Favor. The gods direct me.
And you've got
It is so.
Deathmaster Snicked for the sneaky aspect of Skaven. You want to play as ninja rats.
Shaman sorcerer.
Rats populating extremely quickly sounds like Zerg for StarCraft. Pretty much. It's certainly a way you can play them. With just overwhelming the enemy with hordes and hordes of clan rats and Skaven slaves. The other lords tend to focus more on, like, powerful monsters or powerful ranged weapons. Or sort of avoiding combat and taking the enemy out with really skilled troops.
I cannot.
Let's see.
I will not.
Okay, so if I raid here again,
Ruin on them.
so I do want Altdorf because I want this research here. So, looks like I thought we'd be moving south by this time. However, I guess we're going to go take Altdorf again so I can get that research. I don't need to hold Altdorf after getting the research. I just need to own it and then research, and then I can move on. It doesn't matter that we lost it. We made a whole bunch of money raising these settlements and Nuln. And then we can come back and take it and sit on it for a turn, get the research, and then move on. At least, I don't think I need to hold it after I get the research. Guess we'll find out. Get fight or die. And we'll go siege Altdorf again. It'll also help me with my siege timer.
To war.
Go over there.
The tribes gather.
Upgrade Khorne again. Let's see. What am I going to get here? Anything which helps the armies? Campaign movement range. Melee defense increase. Campaign line of sight. Chaos corruption increase. Chaos corruption is 53. Get the Great Cabin. That will reduce upkeep cost. And I can recruit more units into the army. Get some javelins. And yeah, we don't have the single turn recruitment now. You can hop into there. And end turn. Am I playing like a nomad tribe? Kind of. The Norskans... Ah, hello. Ah. Apparently it'll be a Pyrrhic victory. Okay. How am I going to do this? Hold on, I'm just thinking about this. If I retreat, they might come and attack me. But I might be far away enough from their garrison. They're probably just going to sit on their settlement, though. I don't have lightning strike, which I should probably get. I'm thinking if I attack them in the settlement, probably be better. I have 3 mortars, fair amount of archers, steam tank. Actually, sure, let's play this. The Norskans have limited capability to settle other regions. They can settle regions up in the north, in Norska. That's that snowy region up the top, which I pointed out before. And they can settle coastal towns, settlements which have ports in them. However, they can't settle... They can't colonize settlements inland, because they're sort of all about raiding and pillaging those regions. They can raise them and they can sack them, but they can't actually like expand their empire like that. Yes, Reikland reinforcements. Right, so there's going to be a small army around here. Reinforcements up there, but I think Elspeth is actually appearing from back here, so we'll just turn around and deal with her first. That will make things easier. Whereas a faction like the Empire, they can actually colonize anywhere. Though they have preferred climates. If they were to try to settle in Norska, while they could, they would get penalties because
Yes, Lord.
it's not... It's really unpleasant living in Norska.
What do the gods desire? Chaos Lord.
How do you win the campaign then? I think for the Norskans, their campaign was focused around like raiding and sacking a certain amount of gold. Say like 50,000. Maybe, I think also
For the Chaos
destroying a number of other factions and
Slaughter them.
possibly owning their capitals, because you can take over capital cities as well. They're listed in the objectives. Completely exterminate nations when you capture. It's kind of really abstract.
The Changer directs us.
But yeah, instead of the usual, like, build an empire controlling 60 regions, for Norska, it'll be more about,
Slayer of mortals.
you know, sack and raid, take so much money, and also make sure these factions don't exist anymore or something.
Demons will come.
Okay, let's just make you break off the map. And we need to get rid of that steam tank, because that's not going to break. Okay, turn around. Don't want you firing axes at my units. Empire has things like this. Steam tanks. But we have things like this. Big angry mammoths. And also werewolves. There we go. Those are the guys with the pikes and pajamas. You mean the Empire troops?
Bring us to Khorne.
Empire looks pretty dull. They have really good artillery. And they've got a very good selection of magic. And they've got nice heavy cavalry. They are... I think their strength is mostly they have a lot of options. Without the sort of access to big stompy monsters. This dragon is a unique one from a building in their capital, which I have from a mod. No stall points. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can make an army which launches rockets all over the place. Oh. Okay. Got rid of that mortar. No! Leave my doggies alone. There we go. Actually, you could get some monstrous units with the Empire, because everyone gets access to these ogres now. They were added in the last patch. So you get some monstrous infantry and cavalry through that. But yeah, they're not ones which they can recruit normally. They do get Demigryph Knights, which are a type of monstrous cavalry. I don't think they've got anything to show off here. Let's see. They've got these guys, which are the Empire Knights. They've got these ones, which are the Reiksguard Knights. They're like, they're just higher quality knights. They got their archers. They got their handgunners. Lots of knights. They got the great swords. I think these are the Carroburgs. Yeah, Carroburg great swords. So, they look neat. I like the uniforms with the poofy sleeves and the floppy hats. You have the spears, crossbows. I suppose the main appeal of the Empire is they're just normal dudes going up against things like demons. They've been given a spear. It's not even a magical spear. And they're just sort of told, you know, deal with this. And it's like sort of a egg on the, you know, sort of root for the underdog type thing. Standard medieval faction with steampunk machinery. Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, like rocketry and gunpowder.
Chaos Marauders! Moving! Chaos comes! Matches chaos!
They are wavering! Kill everything! Don't give them an end!
As I said before, I have, I'm showing off a mod here, and I have multiple mods installed, so if things look a little out of place, that's probably the reason why. Like these banners here, that's from a mod. Reloading animations for the handgunners, that's from a mod. Possibly even the appearance of some units will be changed a little bit.
Chaos Marauders!
I'll get to those guys. I have too many mods, like, to really go over them. None which majorly change the balance of the game, though. It's all just sort of built on how the game plays in base, rather than majorly changing the balance.
Chaos Marauders!
So, not a mod like SFO, if you know of that one.
Kill them all!
Grabs a spear in front of the guy in front of you when he dies.
That's what the master's been! Deliver slaughter!
Let's see. Yeah, go and attack Volkmar.
Devourers soul!
There we go. Yeah. Go chase down those, archers and all that. Get those handgunners. Once you all stop berserking, I will give you more orders. There we go.
Wind supper! Carve the meat!
Okay. I need more warhounds. I want to chase down the fleeing units, but I don't have enough. You've almost not seen any gameplay of the Empire? Yeah, as I said, as you've been saying, they are kind of, I don't know, quite generic. Of the game. Oh, okay. I think there's quite a few YouTubers which, or YouTubers and slash streamers which show it off fairly frequently. Maybe not so much now. People are generally waiting for the third in the series to come along, which will be like early next year. Myself, I've been taking a little bit of a break from it, so to do other things. Apologies for self-advertising, but I do have a YouTube channel where I have a whole bunch of past streams which I've done showing off a whole bunch of different mod factions. It's just Mech 4 on YouTube, or it's linked in my Twitch homepage. In case people want to see that. It's a bit overwhelming. It's hard for you to get into, used to the older, more simple games. Do you mean the older Total War games? I've played earlier Total War games. There is a lot more elements to this. I do find that the UI in this helps with understanding a lot more than, say, Medieval 2. Some things aren't as obscured as much. When I've gone back to, like, Medieval 2, I sort of have to understand how income works. I did enjoy Medieval 2 a lot, though. I've played most of them. I haven't played Three Kingdoms, Thrones of Britannia, what other ones? I've played Shogun Total War. I haven't played as much Medieval 1 Total War. Because I sort of went Shogun, Rome Total War, Medieval 2 Total War. And then Empire. I didn't play too much Napoleon, because I liked Empire for the larger map a bit more, even if it was more buggy. Then there was Shogun 2, which was enjoyable. Fallen Samurai was fun too. Here we go. Elspeth von Draken. Get extra winter magic and research rate. Okay, let's auto-resolve this. We take back Altdorf. We'll just establish an outpost. And let's get occupied Altdorf. Oh, I need to... Hang on. Wait, what? Well, I have it. Hamlet. Yeah, it's a hamlet. Or it's above a hamlet. It's a Macbeth. Get that. Get Deadly Onslaught. Hard to hit. Right, so I've got Fight or Die. Just get Takers of All, and then I can get Lightning Strike. Hang on, how many points do I need for that? Right. One more level and I can get Lightning Strike. And you can get Loot Pile.
Harbinger of war.
Try and block his army.
No.
Did you succeed? You succeeded. Well done. Maybe I just have to wait a turn on that. Get stronger ores.
The tribes gather.
Get Cave of Dark Offerings. War Mammoths. Feral Manticores. I don't really want to make use of magic because Khorne doesn't like magic. So let's go for big stompy mammoths. And get that. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. There we go.
Find us tribunes.
Let's get some spears in that army. Ice Drake Fjord. We'll get this building. The Great Hall of Strovengard. A bunch of these buildings are probably added by mods. If you don't find them in your base game, then that will be because I have a mod for it. It's Landmarks of the Old World, I think is the main one I have, which adds a whole bunch of these extra buildings around the place. They also might be added by some other mods. Cavalry archers, melee mainly. Yeah, there's a lot more diversity here. I think most of them fit into the same 3 categories. It's just sort of like, instead of a unit of human melee, you have like a unit of troll melee. They sort of, they function for the main part the same. And you're going to use them kind of the same. Started with Rome. Shogun 2 is your favorite at the moment. It's just so many different units in Warhammer. Yeah. I can understand it being overwhelming. I do think... I don't really know. I remember having a lot of fun in Rome Total War because chariots are really, really good. And spears just, like, or pikes annihilate cavalry on contact. Which is great fun. Warhammer Total War is not like that. Pikes... Actually, pikes don't exist in Warhammer Total War. Spears are the most you're going to get outside of mods. But even in mods, the pikes don't function the same way. Units have a lot more health in Warhammer, so if a cavalry unit hits a spear unit, they're not going to die as quickly as they do in the historical games. They're going to hang around for longer. They're still going to maybe not perform as well as they could, but then it does come down to, like, is this a really powerful elite cavalry? Because then they may very well defeat the spear unit. Yeah, I'll trade with you. But spears will still do better than other units against cavalry. Pardon, I don't mean to overwhelm people with stuff.
Fool.
Let me hold off for a bit. Okay, Spirit Leech. Warhammer lore is very intriguing. That's what got me into the series originally. Into the tabletop originally. Because I played a bit of Warhammer 40k, the space one. Or the sci-fi one. And then I moved into the fantasy one, because I generally like fantasy more than science fiction. And then I started playing as Straven, and yeah. There we go. Let's get that research done.
Shaman sorcerer.
Block the army.
Never.
You succeeded again. Very good.
A pact.
Get twisted architecture. You're not even the one which has the benefits of block. That's this dude. Oops, I've been using the wrong dude. I say that, but he's been succeeding, so, well, good on him. If you're looking into it, it's massive. There is a lot of lore for Warhammer fantasy battles, or Warhammer setting. It's built up quite a bit over the years. I feel I'd just say find things which you find things which you think look interesting and read up about them on a wiki or something like that. Don't try and absorb all of it at once. I don't know everything. Certainly not. Just the bits of the factions which interest me.
Absolutely not. Never.
I guide the tribe. I go.
Are you a god? Yes, my ruinous powers.
I don't think the overall lore for the factions in Warhammer matters as much. Because it's a tabletop setting, it's sort of about setting a backdrop for your own armies and sort of giving excuses to have battles with any factions. So, you know, individual factions are going to be hyped up as being unstoppable, but it's because it's like, you know, yeah, go my dudes. I don't know if I'm the best to explain this type of stuff. Okay, we got that research. Nice. Right, since we got that, we'll probably start moving south. He says, looking at the time. Oh boy. You're looking into it regardless of Total War games. It is a lot of fun to read about. Warhammer 40,000, I feel, is in the same way. It's kind of just reading about the sheer absurdity of it, which is enjoyable. Yeah, let's... I think I'm just going to leave Altdorf. I'm not interested in holding it. So we'll start moving south. The Empire can do what they want up here. I've gotten what I want. We'll go, I don't know, sack Nuln, go through Dottenbach. We might actually be stopping here soon because it's getting quite late. Oh yeah, hello. So he has an army of great swords. Crossbows, Reiksguard, Knights of the Blazing Sun, which are basically Reiksguard but with flaming lances. Demigryph Knights with halberds. They're Griffins without wings. They're more powerful cavalry, monstrous shock cavalry. They have some Demigryph Knights. These ones are more against infantry. These ones against are anti-large. And I've got these Landships, which these are added by a mod I have. They're like weaker steam tanks because they're a ship with wheels. They still cause terror, and they have cannons on them, so they shoot people. I think they have some dudes with handguns on the decks as well. And just a silly unit. They don't really add too much, but it's neat seeing them because of the absurdity of seeing a ship with wheels rolling around a battlefield.
You come before me as a penitent.
Okay, what do you want? Military alliance. Sure. We encounter Naggarond. Dark Elves. We have lost Altdorf. But I guess we keep the research.
They will be dominated.
Hang on, let me see. So this provides 10% magic resistance. Yeah, I guess it does apply to all my troops. It should say all units, but apparently that magic resistance and weapon strength there applies to all of my units. Everything, including my heroes. It's just faction-wide. Wow. Oh, not the Soul Crusher, though. Oh, no, the Soul Crusher has the, magic resistance. They do, yep. That is really nice. They've got 87 weapon strength. They've still, like, double the weapon strength they start off with. Oh, man. Get Woundmaker.
Destruction for all.
And... let's see.
You have my favor.
I am going to... I think I just got to march down here. Not necessarily going to sack Nuln. We've kind of got enough money at the moment. Just got to raid my way south.
Find us tributes.
You can get Norse Resilience. Extra replenishment rate. Ulbricht's not really doing anything. They've taken Musalon and Lyonesse. They've taken Norden back. How are things going up in...
Talk quick before I get hungry.
Military Alliance? There we go. Oh, World Walkers are no longer around. Did they get confederated?
Spoil and ravage. Slaughter the sheep.
Maybe?
I rule.
Well, there's Throg.
Tribesmen gather.
Y'all. Oh well. Upgrade that, upgrade that. There's some Skaven. There's Hell Pit.
Marauders all.
Okay. Oh, we've gotten what we want. I've gotten the research from Altdorf, so yeah, next time I think we'll just continue moving down here. Over to Maragliano, I guess. Sacking and pillaging as we go. Getting away from the coastline does mean we're going to have to, like, raid a bit more, since I can't get a settlement to sit in for a few turns. There's Barak Var down here, which is owned by the Bloody Hands. Hang on. Let's see. Altdorf, Reikland, where are you?
By the comet.
You're not allied with the dwarves. You don't even have any agreements with the dwarves.
All be slaves.
Oh, no, Karaza Karakas is still around. Okay. Just haven't met them.
Clan Skryre!
Kislev. Kislev.
Alariel's champion.
How's it going?
My
Do you want to
people
trade?
have striven to keep you from our realm.
Nope. Okay. Let's see. If we're going south, let's get Demise Italia. 10% we're fighting against Italia. It should be Southern Realms rather than just them. I don't know, depending on whether it's like... Because I'd like this for the upkeep reduction. But then if the greenskins are around more, maybe we'll end up attacking them. If they own a lot in the Badlands down there. But we'll save here, and we'll continue with this next time, I think. Again, well, it's actually not actually it is a little bit shorter than last time. Usually I do for 2 hours, but this is 1 hour and 50 minutes. Oh dear. Time gets away from me. But yeah, we'll save it there and continue with this next time. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope you join me there.